Word up, my fellow YouTubers. Today, I've had so much fun with this special effect, and I'm not sure. I'm sure it's on YouTube and other forums, but this is the way I do it. How to create the farting effects in After Effects, and I also use Illustrator. So first, what I do is I go to Illustrator, and basically I draw just the shape of the fart that I want. Because if you just do bubbles alone, um, without a direction, it'll just be bubbles on the screen. So I do something like that because you want the fart to start off slow and then oops, start off slow and then like that. And then what I do is I put the color, whatever color you want, and then I use the mesh effect, and then I add a slightly um, lighter color inward. So the fart's gonna look like a poop. Well, it can be a poop if you want it to. But then you add the opacity, yeah, opacity to make it transparent. But you don't need to do that in this. All I do is I make this, and then I edit colors, and then I just click recolor artwork, and what I do is yeah, oh wait, let's say you wanted yeah, whatever color, like okay, fine, and then it'll be purple. I don't know why. Usually it gives me the option to make. Oh wait, maybe that's why. Edit colors, recolor artwork. Now see, yeah, now it's got three different colors. So say I want to make it red, like a fire fart. Okay. Then I go into, I'll make this one purple. And then I go into this. I'll make this one a light blue. It's going to come out, well, basically you want all the same colors, but I'm just giving you an example. Okay, so that's how I change the color of the farts. And then I go into, my bad. I go into After Effects. Now basically I get everything here that I already want. And what I do here is, see, this is the whole video. I import it to the stage, and Control Alternate and F just resizes it to the actual stage. And then I find a place in the video where it looks like somebody might fart. In this case, it's Candy Cane on Mistress. And what I do is I cut this part of the video to the marker where I know it's going to be. And then in the composition, what I do, I save frame as file, which I've already done, and then you render it down here. So basically what you're doing, see, and you just click render, and it'll be done like that, the file. And then you go into, wherever your file is. In my case, it's in the OneDrive. And what you do is, when all the way up to the air, then it looks like she's gonna fart like right there. I mean, whoops. That's what pisses me off. Right there. Okay, it looks like she's gonna fart right there. And then when she farts, you don't want it to just be like a quick fart. You want the fart to last. So what I do is I put the composition here. See how it's like below here? And then I cut this part off. And then I want it to last maybe about 5 seconds, whatever time you want. But yeah, I mean, it can last as long as you want, but basically that's what I do. And then if you need to shorten the time, you just go up here as many seconds. So now that's 40 seconds to, yeah, that's about 20 seconds. So I mean, you can shorten it. You know, let's say you want it in only 5 seconds or 10 seconds even. So then it looks like, see, she's about to kick her, and then see, now this is where we want to add the fart. Uh, the fart effects in here. So what I do is, let's just like, so we can't see that or hear it. What I do is I put 3 of them, okay, like this, into one, okay, wait, transform. So it's about here, maybe. Positions about here. So this is where it gets really fun. Simulation and bubbles. Now see, you can't really see them yet. Now the bubble amount, I put to about that. Bubble speed, yeah, so that looks like a genuine fart. And then bubble size, you don't want them that big, but you can make them as big as you want. Okay, we'll say about that. And so then I add another one. Okay. Oh, that's what, okay. Project, okay. That's how we do it. Almost get stuck there, but anyways, now I add the fire fart in here. And you do basically the same thing. Transform and position, rotation. Now, I'm not totally new to After Effects. I'm still learning. I had it now for probably 2 years, but I'm better than I was. I'm not lost completely. Um, Effect simulation, bubbles, bubble amount. So you can, yeah, basically put a bubble speed, maybe a little bit slower. Okay, now we go back to the project and let's put a green fart in there. Now basically you can get creative. You can make as many whatever colors that you want. Scale, position. And in the future, I think I'll do more types, but these are my favorite just because I had so many different ones in there. And, okay, effect, bubbles. Okay, now let's back to project. There's one more purple one. Rotation. Okay, now effect, simulation bubbles. Okay. Okay, now if you put them all together, it looks like one big giant fart, which is pretty cool. Now for the sound. What I did is there's places where they sell sound effects, stuff like that. Basically, I got a bunch online, and one of them was the farts. So I thought it was pretty funny. Okay. So I put them all together. Dry fart. Um, where is the dry fart? That's weird. It doesn't show up here. Okay, wait. The fart toot. Oh, there it is. Okay, yep. And the wet fart. Wet fart, fart toot, dry fart, and fart. Okay. So now we can Control D. So that lasts about what? Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, that's gonna last longer than whatever. Um, but if you want to add more, what I do is Control D and just add them like that in layers. Okay, so basically this whole thing right here, and then I play it back just to see how it sounds. Either that's not playing back or okay, that sounded horrible. That doesn't sound like fart at all. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is get rid of these backspace. Just add the wet fart with the fart. Oh, maybe let's see. Okay, well that's weird. Maybe just the wet fart. Okay, let's see. Okay, that sounds more like a fart, just a wet fart. Okay, so now what I do to make things a little bit easier is okay, now where you want this is where the composition is, which is right there. Okay, so you move this. What I do? Move this to about where the composition is, where it starts, and as well as all this. Okay, and yeah, so this only lasts like what, 5 seconds. Okay. Okay. Now you don't need it to last that long either. So now what I do to make things a little bit easier, okay, now yeah, now see how that's all, it's not really where we want it. But what I do to make things a little bit easier is I control panel, yeah, control and select all these. And then I right click, pre-compose, and I just put farts, whatever. Okay, so this basically groups all that into one thing, so it makes it easier to work with. And this is how they do the animation too, to make it easier. I've learned off of YouTube. Okay, so basically, okay, I hid that. So now basically they're in a street fight, and all of a sudden they stop, and she goes to kick her, and then the farts come out with a sound. Okay, now all you do is you just transform them all into one, so it looks like it's going in one place. And just like that. That looks pretty funny. So let's try it. And the cool thing about this is you can make a copy of it. Like, let's say there's another scene that you want, and just Control D, and yet you want the fart in a different direction. All you're doing is you're taking all that you worked for, that you compiled into one file, and you just move it to wherever you want. So you don't have to worry about copying the sound again, copying everything else again, doing all that aggravation again. And I've learned that through YouTube videos. So, but yeah, this is basically how it's going to look anyways. Okay, great. Whoops. Get this out. See if it's realistic. Okay, so it's a little off. Basically what happens is she goes to kick her. Right there. Maybe move this over a little bit. All right, let's try that. It's a little off, but basically, you get the point where you just, manipulate, maybe even add some stuff to this. If you double click this, it'll show you everything in another window, and basically maybe add another, wet fart to it, or another dry fart to it to make it more realistic, or it's a little off. The sound's a little off. Maybe we can. Yeah, maybe put the sound a little bit. A little bit over there. Let's try that. Basically, you get the point. That's mainly what I do and how I do it. Try it again. Try it again.
Roses on your marks. Round one. Fight! Man, you're persistent.
It's a little better. Maybe just adjust this a little bit more. But overall, yeah, it's basically a tutorial on how to do it and how I do it. And you can like mess around with it. Like, for example, if you let's add the original in here. Okay, let's try this. Okay. What you can do is effects, simulation, bubbles. Bubble them out. And then the shading type, fade inwards. If you press darken, now it looks like poop, like she's pooping on her. So there's a bunch of things that you can experiment with that. But yeah, hopefully this video helps somebody that wants to create farting and or poop or whatever in After Effects, and how I do it anyways, and just input if you have a way of doing it. And all right, hope this video helps somebody out there. All right, peace out, my ninjas.